Hey buddy, it's Crazy Good Time 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In the last episode, we went through All-Star mode with Lucas, but on hard difficulty, and had some scares, definitely, but we still was able to get through without even losing a life, so very nice. In this episode, we'll be going through All-Star mode with Mr. Game & Watch, the flat man himself. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go with my personal favorite, the light blue one. A little straining on the eyes, that's for sure, but it's still a really nice one. I don't know why I like this one so much. Wait, didn't he have this color in Melee too? Pretty sure he did. If that's the case, cool. Oh, hi Game & Watch. Oh man, that was a 9 to like start it off. That would've been funny. Where are you going? There we go. Okay, it took a little bit to kill him, but it's fine. It is fine. This Game Watch has actually quite a bit of trivia, so I might like spread it out quite a bit, honestly. Maybe I'll just start like, you know, talking about it now. Like for all I know, it might actually take a bit to get through this trivia. So it might be a pretty good idea. I might as well just read the first bit while we are in this battle. His official artwork resembles his Melee artwork. Is that right? You know what? It does, doesn't it? The official artwork, the one you see at the bottom of the screen, is actually very, very similar to the artwork he had in Melee. Wow, I actually did not know that. Kind of reusing. I mean, it's not the same actually. It's kind of the same, but not fully. Because in this one he has a bell. In Melee, I don't think he did. Although, wait, is it opposite? I'm not sure. Anyways, as in Melee, Mr. Game & Watch is the only character who is always 2D in appearance, even in his trophy form. Although Mr. Game & Watch usually appears in 2D, the effect is achieved by flattening a 3D character model. He is also the only character with no textures or shading. He is simply one solid color and outline. Mr. Game & Watch appears 3D, however, when he is caught in Bowser's down throw or he is played using moveset swaps. His subspace clone and metal box form also make him appear 3D. So that's something. Yeah, I mean, I noticed that in some instances he actually looks 3D. Good job, DK. Very stinking nice. Like yeah, not only in his like metal box form, but even when you fight him in subspace as like that false Game & Watch or whatever, in the Great Maze, I should say, he actually looks 3D as well. So yeah, he's got some interesting, you know, 3D textures to him, even though he's naturally a 2D character. So it's pretty strange, pretty stinking strange. Alright, let's see, with Mr. Game & Watch's design originating from characters that first appeared in 1980, he can be considered the oldest character in Brawl's roster, which is why he is the first character to be fought in All-Star mode. Interestingly enough, he is the last character to be fought in Melee's All-Star mode. If you guys remember, in Melee, he was the last one to be fought, and he was actually fought in like a team battle, where it's like a bunch of Game & Watches in one battle. I remember I kind of recently, like maybe last month or something, I finished watching through Pitmarf Roy's Brawl Let's Play. And throughout All-Star mode, he would always mention how, like, you know, like Game & Watch is the last, or the Game & Watch is the first one in this game, where like, it made, you know, it kind of made more sense to have him as the last. He liked having Game & Watch as the last one in Melee. But like, he's also got to consider the fact that there's a reason why he's the first battle in this game, or in All-Star mode in this game, where Olimar is the last one. It's because it literally goes in order of when the series came out, I believe in Japan actually. So yeah, there is a specific order to these characters. I've always, whenever I used to play through All-Star mode as like a little kid, I never really, I mean, I always knew that the order was like the exact same, all, you know, for every run, but I never knew it was like in order of release dates. I didn't find out about that until like maybe 2016, I'd say. And at that point, I've been playing Brawl since 2012, probably. Maybe 2011, but 2012 seems more right to me. Yeah, I think 2012 seems right. Alright, next bit of trivia. Brawl's the first installment where Mr. Game & Watch is not the last unlockable character. This unlock criteria, if the Subspace Emissary method is used, is usually given to Jigglypuff, or in some cases is given to Wolf if the Subspace Emissary method is not. So usually, back then in Melee, Game & Watch was the last character you unlock no matter what, whether it be by battles or by like the other or by the alternate unlockable method or unlockability method. But in this game, he's not. So usually it'll either be Jigglypuff or Wolf. In Subspace, it really depends, because some people go for Jigglypuff last, some people go for Wolf last. I tend to go for Jiggles last, because it makes more sense to me. It takes longer to get to Jigglypuff than it does to Wolf, so I just usually do it by length, by like how long it takes to get to each character. With Toon Link, of course, you know, being the first one I would go against. But I think by battles, Wolf is the last one you would fight. Wolf is the last one you would unlock. Otherwise, I don't actually know. I mean, sometimes it kind of varies. Because even if Subspace Emissary, like, that method is not used, Wolf doesn't always have to be the last one. By Brawls, yes, but like, there's also another way you can unlock characters. I mean, actually, usually it's Jigglypuff. No, it could be Toon Link, depending on the method you use. I don't know. It's usually Jigglypuff or Wolf. Really depends on like the person unlocking characters. Oh my gosh, the music just went up so loud just because I turned it up like a bunch on my headphones. Kind of a big mistake on my part, my fault. While almost all of Mr. Game Watch's animations use a frame-by-frame style, there are times where he animates smoothly. When being thrown, when being grabbed by Snake, when using a cracker launcher. The first two are due to using animations shared by all characters, while the third is due to the mechanic of angling the cracker launcher. Huh. I actually did not know about the whole, stop. I did not know about the whole cracker launcher one. The first two I kind of knew a little bit about. Not the cracker launcher one, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get through this stage because I hate it so much. I'm so glad I only have to deal with this 2 more times. After that, I don't have to play this stage ever again, thankfully. Which is really good. Well, at least in Brawl. Unless it gets chosen by, like, random or whatever. And, like, battles or something. Oh gosh, I should have hit him. Okay, I hate how they're bouncing up there. Like, can he please get stage spiked? That is not really much of a stage spike if they land back onto the stage. I mean, it technically is by definition, but you know what I mean. There we go, perfect. Luckily, you know, didn't take too long. Mr. Game & Watch, Rob, Olimar, and Samus are the only characters that never talk or make vocal sounds. He instead makes beeping sounds. As a result, Mr. Game & Watch is the only character whose sound cues do not seem to be affected by a metal box. Usually a character's sound effects would, because, you know, when someone has a metal box, you don't hear them say anything. Like if they have voice clips, or even like, you know, random sounds, then, you know, they would be silenced by the metal box. I guess Mr. Game & Watch is not the case. He's special. He's a special guy. Sausages, come on. Okay, it doesn't even matter. I didn't even bother recovering. It's normal difficulty, so what do you really expect? Mr. Game & Watch is the only character who does not move when charging his smash attacks. That is actually right. He actually stays perfectly still. To be fair though, he's a really, you know, unique character. Design-wise especially. So like, there's a lot of reasons why he's so different compared to others. I mean, he's the only 2D fighter in the game, so that's probably has to do with it. Oh, that should have hit. I'm just saying that should have hit. Yes! I'm so proud about that. Oh man, let's go. 9. Oh, that's good to get. That is good to get. Okay, very, very nice. Very cool. I was hoping to get at least 1 9 in this run. Really glad I was able to. Really, really glad about that. Not having to destroy Falcon. Okay. Oh, if that was a 9 as well, that would have been funny as heck. There we go. Deku for the win. In its Subspace Emissary, Mr. Game & Watch is the one playable character who does not have an immediate presentation screen. That's right, when you see him that he's like talking with his guys, then he transfers it to Duon, and then after that he doesn't even get like Mr. Game & Watch like across the screen. It's just like, hey, he's a character that you now have, so congrats. Mr. Game & Watch deserves a little more in Subspace, definitely. When the black costume of Mr. Gamewatch is used on the underground version of Mushroom Kingdom, he appears to be dark yellow. This could possibly be a reference to the color-changing characters in the original Super Mario Bros. Oddly, when in camera mode, the color changes back to black. Huh. Again, Mr. Gamewatch is a little strange with his coloring. To be fair though, his color is like straight up just black, and the underground area in that stage is pretty stinking dark. So it kind of makes sense that he wasn't. You can like barely see him to the point where they kind of need to alternate his color. That killed Meta Knights? Okay. Oh man, it's another 2. Sheesh. Yes! Oh my gosh, my luck with the 9 is a little too good. I don't know why it worked 2 times already, but it did, and I'm really, really proud of that. Let's freaking go. So happy. Alright, Star Fox battle. This one's gonna be great. Mr. Gamewatch and Jigglypuff are the only returning characters who can no longer become helpless via any of their special moves in their transitions from Melee to Brawl. Who can no longer become helpless. Wait, really? What? I guess kind of. Oh yeah, because Mr. Gamewatch in the previous game became helpless after his up B, but now that's not the case anymore. So look at that. Jigglypuff, I think that's usually the case with like her. I think with rollout she became really helpless. Nice. Okay. So hitting Wolf into Falco killed them both. Sure. Curiously, the manhole cover, his down tilt, which is this one, is the only item from Mr. Gamewatch's arsenal that is rendered in true 3D while retaining the solid color palette. In Melee, it was rendered 2D as with the rest of his moves. This unique trait was carried over into his future appearances. So I guess Melee is the only one where like everything is 2D. Everything of his is 2D. While they changed it a little bit in Brawl. Oh, hello. Well, didn't even need Star Rod or Warp Star. Why did I say Star Rod? Is that even the right item? Let's just take a Heart Container. It's a 17%, but might as well be safe, right? Mr. Gamewatch and Yoshi are the only characters to have a better average matchup spread than the character above them in the tier list. In this case, Mr. Gamewatch has a better average matchup spread than Fox. Really? So wait, then why would Mr. Gamewatch, then that begs the question, like, why is Mr. Gamewatch lower than Fox in the tier list if he has a better matchup spread than Fox? I'd say I don't get that tier list. Some of them just don't make sense at all. So I'm just like, what? Oh no, I shouldn't have killed him. Because now Lynn is just like, well, what do I do now? So you can't, Lynn, I just killed you. I just killed the guys for you. It was a nice double kill, but like still. Oh, that could have worked. That could have potentially worked. Oh, hello, fan! Oh yeah, we're bringing this back, guys. Squirrel just died from that, somehow. Okay. Again, very surprising that kills. Try up air. Oh no, I had to like hit him on... Yeah, I probably had to like fully hit him with it. Oh, there goes the Pokeball. Pokeball, what? Bye-bye. Yep, bye-bye indeed. Oh, I still have Charizard, crap. Totally forgot. Get back here, I'm getting you with the fan. You ain't escaping this, Chief. Okay, he is, but still can't do anything out of this. Come on, what? Why is the fan so good in Brawl? Like, they made it in... Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, I deserve that. And you deserve that, my guy. I want to use Oil Panic, but like, there's not going to be any more, instances where I can. I found a bit of trivia. Mr. Gamewatch, the Ice Climbers, Meta Knights, Ganondorf, and Samus are the only characters whose icon in the Subspace Emissary and the sticker menu is not based on their renders. And there we have it. I think that's gonna be the last time. No, I'm not think. I know that's gonna be the last time that we're gonna be seeing that bit of trivia. Because all we have left is Snake and Sonic, and they don't, they're not a part of that. Oh, what? If I had more damage on me, I would have gone up slowly. I could have edge guarded him easily. It's fine. I still won. As long as I win, that's what matters. And with that, Gamewatch did pretty well. We got through pretty stinking fast, and I didn't even have to use the Heart Container until like the Kirby fight, maybe the Star Fox fight. Really, really good. I'm proud of this run. I'm really proud of it. It's fast too. Like, we're only at what, 15-ish minutes? Man, Crazy. Crazy Mr. Game & Watch. And maybe he should be my main. No, that's a joke, by the way. I don't understand then. Because, like, a few months ago I made a top 35 list for Brawl, and I put Mr. Game & Watch as the last character, as number 35. But, like, I played as him, and I actually have a pretty fun time with him. So, like, I don't know why I put him so low, and I'm pretty decent with him as well. Maybe I should put him higher. Maybe I'll change up the list a little bit. I don't know. Mr. Game & Watch is really, really good. That's cool. I see we have a little bit of an imposter up there. Kirby Mr. Game & Watch. Okay. This is actually pretty cool. It has like the whole, the whole Game & Watch, I guess, console, yeah. Actually playing a little bit of a Game & Watch game. That's cool. I like that. But with that will be it for today. No. I'm stupid. We're going to read Game & Watch's All-Star Trophy, his Final Smash Trophy. I don't know why I thought that was it for the episode. My apologies. Game & Watch should be right. There we go. Game & Watch Octopus. Mr. Game & Watch's Final Smash. He turns into the huge Cathalopes that made its debut in the Game & Watch game Octopus. Of course, you can damage enemies by running into them, but you can do more damage by pressing the attack button to extend 4 arms and launch foes. In the original Octopus game, you had to avoid the octopus while salvaging treasure from the sea. And of course, we got Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They could have easily added like Game & Watch or series or whatever, I don't know. Like here, yeah, Game & Watch Gallery, they could have easily added him here. Or Octopus, I don't know. Also, I really like this one because, as you can see, everything turns around except the thing where like Luigi's getting hit. Like, that kind of stays the same, but it moves around. It's weird. A lot of the ones that are like that. Anyways, that'll be it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Thank you guys for watching. In the next one, we'll be going through All-Star mode with Snake. So another heavyweight and another hard-hitting heavyweight. Maybe a good episode? I really have no clue. And also, he has a really good, what's it called? Up special. So if that's the case, then maybe I'll have a good time and not dying with him. So yeah, but we'll see when the time comes. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including Twitch, is of course down below in the description. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Pop-Tart out.